Hey traders, it's 45 minutes past 6 p.m. here in Brisbane on Wednesday, the 18th of October, and I wanted to give you another update on my fight with natural gas. So just to remind you, this is a weekly turn that I'm looking at. It's a weekly setup. So I do expect to be in this fight for a while, and I'm also expecting, as we're going through and pushing toward the knockout, I am expecting a bit of a pullback. So just to remind you, my offense line was sitting around the purple line. So if we'll take a look here on the daily chart, so that was my offense line, and on the first update to this fight I explained the reason when and where I started striking at my offense line. Now, as I mentioned, my defense line was sitting here, and as this fight progressed, I have moved my defense line to sit just underneath the crossy of these two strong bullish candles. And as we can see, the market went up close to my knockout area. So if I'll just bring this down a bit, you can see this was my area of the knockout, but it fell short from it. Rejection, 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 and we're getting this pullback. Where to? Into the averages. So I'm still in this fight, and this will clock in a point swing, but I am aware that when we're looking at a weekly turn, there is a possibility that they're not going to do it in one straight line. There are going to be pullbacks, and I am looking for a further move. So I want to give the opponent a bit of room to move in order to be able to get in and strike my knockout. So it is a different fight plan between a quick fight, a quick look for a knockout on the lower time frame versus a long, higher time frame type of fight, which I'm expecting a few rounds in that fight and a few punches being traded between me and my opponent. And this fight is one of those. So I want to give the market a bit of room to move, a bit of room to breathe, and I am looking for a continuation of the move. It was a strong break of my offense line and a quick move higher. It was due a pullback, which is what we've got right here. Now, if we'll take a look here on the 4-hour and just get into the information of what those rejection candles are doing, we can see that we have these rejections of the lows, and we can see that the candles are getting smaller. So we're starting to see that fight between the buyers and the sellers. There is no turn yet, but I am looking at this high. I just want to mark that area. Let me just do this with this blue line, so we can see there's a touch here and another touch right here. So potentially if we'll get another touch and another compressions of price, that could be an indication that the market is ready, the buyers are ready to take over again. So I do think that it's a make or break for this potential scenario, that 3400. If we break higher, there is a chance that we will come back to that area around the 35.5 and maybe even higher. But if this one will fail, then I'll probably be out on my points win. So what else am I looking at here? If this one is going to continue higher, I'll be paying close attention to how the market reacts to the highs here. There was a strong sell-off that came here, but the market couldn't push higher. So from this area where the buyers took over, they didn't have enough power to make a slight higher high, and it's a bit of a worry around that area. So even if I get that break, I'll start to push my defense line closer to the price. I do want to go for that knockout, and if this one will be taken out with not much drama, then I might even push my knockout level a little bit further higher. But it all depends on how the market first reacts to this 3400 area and then to the high here around the 3600 level. So to summarize, I have moved my defense line. It sits just under the crossy between these two bullish candles, and I'm looking for a continuation of this overall higher time frame uptrend. However, if the market will continue lower from here, then I'll be out on point swing. If the market will break this blue line around the 3400 and continue higher, I will pay close attention to the reaction to this high. If I can see that the market or the sellers are getting really strong above this area, I'll look to exit this fight. However, if I'll see that the buyers still have strong power around this 3600, then I'll be looking to hold it toward my knockout line. And if the power is strongly resuming like we had here, then I might even push a bit my knockout area and the defense line further higher. Happy knockouts, everyone. Bye for now.